Good morning! Hello everyone, welcome to the panel. Let me know if my audio is working. You can sort of hear the music and hear my voice, then we're all good. We'll just wait a couple of minutes here until whoever's supposed to be raiding into my panel here shows up, and then we'll get ready and go in earnest. I say good morning, it's 7 o'clock in the morning where I am. Let's see. Oh, that needs to be going. Yeah, it is. It's Eastern Time. Thank you, Happy Book Writer. Welcome. Let's see. Oh, I should pull up what other things are going on right now. No, not that. Hey, Maximilian, thank you. You're going to be sharing first. There's a pinned message in the Discord chat that you can follow to get to the Google Doc. And if you do need it, it's right here. Let's do that. There you go. That'll get you into the Google Doc. Hello! I need to look at what else is going on in our panels today, right now. Okay, well, I guess we'll get started here. I don't know who's supposed to transition into me, but that's fine. But we're gonna move on. So, welcome to the panel. I'm Brian. This is the interactive creative writing workshop wherein we all kind of gather together, and you as a viewer have the chance to write something up, stream of consciousness, and read it out loud to us on stream through the stage option of Discord. A couple of notes that are going on right now. We have other panels happening right now. We've got time. It's a 2-hour workshop after all. That's true. But I want to try and get in through 2 rounds if I can. Quick note is that another few panels are going on right now. We have Own Voices, Trans and N-Bi Characters in just in fiction, I guess. And that's being run by Story Girl over in track 2. We have For the Words, which is being run by Coffee Quills over on track 1. And then that's me. And that's it. Those are the other 2 panels going on right now, and if you're interested in going to one of those, I totally understand. And the queue is open. Type !Q slot if you want to read out your work, and go find the Google Doc, which exists somewhere in my board of things here. Million, you've got slot 1 in the Google Doc, so you can just type your name right in there, and we know it's you. Alright, position 2. Hey, there's cool stuff going on. You have position 2, slot 2, you can... And the way this is going to work is that, let's see. A little bit about me. I've been Twitch streaming writing since November of last year. It's been a hell of a ride. And I've been doing creative writing workshops here in where I live for a long time. It's always been this kind of format where we just set a timer, write whatever based on the prompt, and then we go around open mic and just kind of read what we wrote to each other and give some comments and that kind of thing, and have it be, respectful and constructive and that kind of thing. And that's what we're going to do here, is everyone will have a chance to read. Or have me read it, I guess, if you don't have a microphone ready to go. But that's what the stage section is for in the Discord, which you will need to be in if you want to present your work. That's on panel 5 stage. There we go, I see 2 listeners. Okay. And once we're done, I'll read my first one. And after that, we'll go through and read them in the queue order. And if we don't get to, and I'm going to separate it into 2 chunks. There's going to be the first hour is going to be one thing, and we'll use a phrase for that. And the second one is going to be another round where we do 8 random words, and you have to insert all of those words into your piece somehow. Should be interesting. That's what I usually do. Let's see. Oh, this needs to be reset. 10 minutes. It needs to say... I think it needs to say that. Okay. Let me just look at everything. I really hope there's a part of this that really needs to work. Or this'll suck. Alright, so I'm gonna grab us a random phrase. And I don't even know what this is gonna be. Unless someone has a suggestion. Nope, I've got it. Okay. So... for a second. Oh no, what? Did I lose it? Oh no, I liked the one I had. And then it crashed. It was something about... Oh, no, I don't. I looked down, and then that was a mistake. It's a generate a random sentence. Whoa. See, oh, it's doing it multiple times here. It was something about... I used to... Some of these are just silly, but they keep regenerating. Oh, I gotta get started here. Come on. Maybe it's just hot in here. We're going to use the phrase, "Oh no, do you remember it?" We'll just do that. Oops. There we go. We'll just use that, Rokodon. You said it, so we'll use it. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. That. So, is everyone ready? Let's see how many rounds we can get through here. So, if you're ready, if you've got your name in the Google Doc, I see... Yep. Oh, I see you guys typing in the prompt there. It's going to be displayed on screen. I'm going to keep that up. But if it helps you remember it, then that's great. Okay. People are ready. So, here we go. We're going to start in... I'm going to raise the volume on the music here. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that's it for the first round. So let's see. We're gonna head over here. Whoop. And yeah, Daz, it's the instructions are pinned up top. And now we're gonna go around and see how they worked. And first I have to actually, I don't know if stage microphone even works. I didn't have a chance to test that or how it goes. So we're gonna use Million in order to be our guinea pig and figure out if it's working. How do I get there again? This can drop. I have too many things open, I'm sorry. Oh, come on now. Oh, nope, it's not that one. Did I lose it? I really hope I didn't lose it. Sorry about this. Let's see here. Let's get rid of that, because that'll tell me. I know. Oh, yeah, it would appear that I am no longer... That's why. Okay, so... How do I move to... Okay, so, Mags, what you're going to have to do is make a request to speak, and I'll move you into the stage. There should be a button at the bottom of the thing in the stage screen. And if you hit request to speak, you'll show up at the request, and I can then move you to the stage, Million. And hopefully... And invite to speak. And now you can click move to... There we go. And then if you'll say something, we'll see if we can hear you.
Hopefully.
Yeah. All right. There we go.
You guys hear me?
Yes. So talk one more time to make sure that the sound is coming through. There we go. All right. Cool. Let me just move this over because I did not anticipate this one.
Oh, there's a delay. I forgot.
Well, you'll probably want to mute one of these things. Like I said, this is something I didn't quite get to test. Oh, no, come on. And actually, I remember it was
Okay, I
supposed to...
can mute it once I'm ready.
Okay. I also forgot
What
that
you want me to
I was
see?
gonna read mine first, but I'll just go last instead. Because that just makes more sense. I'm just being finicky. Alright. This should work. So, boom, there you go. Now we've got you displayed right there on screen. I will head down into the audience, and you have the floor. So go ahead and read us your piece.
Oh, okay.
Whenever you're ready.
All right, let me scroll up because I completely did not. Okay, here we go. Let's start. Oh no, do you remember it? That my teacher was being a total jerk about the exams? Yes. How can I forget it? This is why I hated meeting up with Richard. He would always take the time to bring up painful, humiliating memories about high school. I left that in person situation because of how the teachers treated someone like me, a person without a spark. Richard never understood that. And it's annoying that I have to explain it to him. He was the popular jock kid at that school, and his spark, charisma, suited him well. It even came in on time. We, as in my parents and doctors, still don't know if I'll ever have a spark. I just wanted to be accepted like everyone else. So when people keep telling you that you don't belong, well, that's where you decide to do something so crazy that it just might break through. Yo, Quinn, are you still there, buddy? I startled out of my daydreams of grandeur to Richard's sheepish smile. Yeah, I felt hot all of a sudden. I think I am now. Good, he chuckled, because you have whipped cream on your nose. I tried to look at where he meant, and I guess my face made him laugh. Maybe I don't need to do something so crazy. Maybe, just maybe, I can forge my own spark by letting others in. And as much as he's annoying and rambunctious, I guess I can start with Richard. He reached out to me first, after all. I might as well return the favor by seeing where whatever this is goes. I spent the rest of the afternoon being dragged by Richard to every interesting spot in the city I just moved into. That's why we're meeting up after all. He pointed out the infamous sinkhole that some people sometimes forgot about, and it'll be this huge news story about another idiot in a car going front end first into the sinkhole. He shouldn't be so critical though, considering how much he speeds. He showed the empty walls of the alleys. And that's all I have.
Awesome. That's great. I really enjoyed I enjoyed the idea of Spark being a I just liked that idea. Like it almost felt like Demon from his Dark Materials, the thing that travels with you. And that's really neat. Oh, am I not appearing on the thing? I guess not. Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, I am? Okay.
Yeah, you're good. You're just kind of half on there.
Okay. Well, because I switched over. But okay, let's do it this way instead.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
I think you'll have to move yourself back to the audience. I think I thought I could move you, but I don't know if I can. So if you'll just rejoin the audience, that would be great. Oh, I changed what that was limited to. Oh, I can drag. Okay. Cool. That's awesome. That was neat. I really liked the idea of the whole spark thing, and I loved the line, where is it? Let me scroll back up. A person without a spark was really nice. There was a particular line that I really enjoyed. And I can't remember where it is. Oh, maybe I could forge my own spark without by letting others in. That's neat. Yeah, I know you're an audience now. That's why I was like, that's cool. As long as everybody can still hear everybody else and it's working out, that's great. All right, let's go with Taz. I'll bring you up. You'll have to make a request to speak, and then I'll be able to toss you up into there. Oh, geez, it's doing this weird thing. I forgot to put my cover back on when that person was done. And now you'll move yourself onto the stage. There we go. All right, and test your mic.
Wait, is this working?
Yep, it's working a little bit. So we'll see. Let's hear it. Let's see what you got.
Okay, so oh no, do you remember it? The teacher looked at her student and asked.
Hopefully, Romanian might.
What? Why don't you remember it? The student asked back. I told you I don't have a good short-term memory at this time of the year. How does that even make sense? The student, Cheryl, with her brightly coloured pink hair, scrunched her nose. It just does. The teacher waved her hand as if to get the topic away from her. It really wasn't a good time of the year. Really. She sighed as she looked at Cheryl. Why she ever listened to Cheryl and agreed to tutor her over summer break was a nightmare she couldn't be bothered to remember. If her brain was actually with her. Again, this time of year was not good for thinking. And not just the summertime brain all her students would cry they still had at the beginning of the school year, but the world is being split open and you're now a realm warrior kind of summertime, not thinking time. Really, it's a wonder this teacher was still able to be present at all during summer. Except she had that fancy gift. Protagonist. She put her hand to her head, putting her head back and looking at the ceiling, before closing her eyes as the ceiling started to swell. Thankfully, Cheryl couldn't see the swirling ceiling and just continued to grumble about the lack of her teacher's brain cells at the moment. But the teacher just gritted her teeth as one of her other personas drooped through the ceiling and back into her. Great, the teacher muttered. Now I've got to go to the palace and report. What palace? And report who?
Right.
Cheryl asked accusingly.
I'm going to.
You're the one not teaching me. Don't you dare report me for something.
Oh, no, I've still got
Uh-huh. The
42
teacher was
days,
trying to juggle
and then
back
I
that
get paid
persona
out
from the ceiling into its
where
natural place in her
she's
mind.
good for us.
She remembered a little bit more of her compassion. I'll be sure to say only good things if they ever come up. What? Anyhow, I remember where I put the online worksheets. You said you just forgot the password. That's what I've remembered, so I can at least give you some. And that's it.
Nice. That was fun. It's just a little good-natured, moving into the audience for that. Oh, there we go. Boom, moved to audience. Okay. Yeah, the setting was what got me too. I'm like, oh, it's this fun little classroom. You just kind of hear the contempt about this teacher. I liked the voice you had for your character. That was a lot of fun. So yeah, this is what we do in my little workshops that I've always done is just go through. Yep, it was all about the setting. That was really clear, and that kind of thing. Let's go. I'm gonna go with mine real quick, just so we can. I'll read mine out because I forgot to. I was so anxious to get you two on stage that I was like, I want to go, and then I forgot to do my own. So mine came up like this. Oh no, she said. Do you remember it? I stood at the entrance to the apartment building complex, staring down at the pin pad and trying not to panic. No, I didn't remember. It was snowing, and I was standing there with my date behind me, with her hands tucked under her armpits. Of all the worst times. I'll get it, I said, not wanting to act like a fool. I tried punching in the last few numbers I could remember. Once I was typing in my telephone number, I gave up and took a deep breath, turning to face her. Helen's gorgeous, bright green eyes looked back at me through the swirling snowflakes. There was a certain pity there as she regarded me that I didn't really enjoy. A degree of shame was settling in my stomach along with the meal we'd just had. She came up the stairs and took my hand. It's your friend's place. Can you call him? I shook my head. He's gone for the weekend and doesn't have service. Amazingly, she smiled up at me. Well, she said, I guess you'll just have to walk me home. Helen lived in an entirely different section of the city. She said her trip had taken her about 10 minutes, even in one of the self-driving air cars. I thought it through, and it dawned on me that it would appear she had no problem with me arriving at her place instead of my friend's apartment. Well, I said, yeah, I guess I should. Her hand felt welcome and warm as we headed back down the stairs and toward the public transit terminal. That's all I got. You love the setting and the realization of the... Oh, yeah. Oh, suddenly we have 15 people. Awesome. Alright, I'm going to do a thing. Where is it? Boom. Bring up the instructions again, just so that anyone who's new... Yeah, the setting... I mean, I just decided to throw science fiction air cars at it. Just randomly. I was like, let's go. So unless we have a whole lot more participants, we could probably do a third round. But we're gonna go with we're getting ready for our round 2. It's fun. Yeah, this is a thing we do. This is just greasing the wheels. It's just a little exercise to keep your mind fresh. Like, I don't even know what words we're gonna get when I punch into this random generator that I've got. So it's just as fresh to me as it is to you. You're welcome to use your same slot, even I deleted the you'll have to type ! slot again to jump into the queue and claim your slot again. But don't worry about moving where you are. I guess if you want to use the same ones, you can delete what you just wrote or copy paste it into something you have at home, or just leave it, because all of this stuff, you'll have this link. You can go back and get it later. Okay. For those of you who just joined, I didn't see a raid announcement, but thank you if there was a raid. Please feel free to jump in. Your instructions are right here. They're in the Discord chat. There is a link pinned in the chat section, the chat panel. You can see it either. Well, I mean, we're at 15, and that's good. Where is it? Yeah, pinned to the chat, and actually it's right there too, is the instructions and the link to get to the Google Doc. So if you're interested, you put, there we go, position 1. Maximilian's already set up. Yeah, claim a slot, get to the Google Doc, jump into the stage, and we'll go through and read everybody's work. And it is fun. This is something we just enjoy doing, because you never know what's going to come out of it. Sometimes I have poems come out. Just these insightful things as the words tumble together. It's interesting. All right, so our next one will be, I have to get to this again. I don't mind deleting this. It's cool, but I'm not gonna worry about it too much. So now we're gonna do 8 random words. And the way this one works is, you're gonna have 8 random words here, and each of those words has to appear somewhere in the piece you're going to write. That's the challenge, is you have to include all 8. It's fine if you miss 1 or 2, like that's not gonna really be a problem. But the idea is to see what happens when you glue them all together. So our words are, and I have this generator here: nose, hunt, peanut, bandage, stars, voting, whiteboard, and plane. You've got to use those 8 words somewhere in the piece you're about to do. That's the challenge. So, I've got the cue ready. I've got, let's see, the Google Doc. Hopefully you're in your spot in the Google Doc and you are ready. And I wish and once again, if you need the link to the Google Doc, it is posted in the wow, I'm losing it. It's posted in the Discord chat for this panel 5. So if you're new, looks like we lost people, but that is totally fine. So I'm gonna get the timer and the music going. And here we go, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. How'd your writing go? I like what I got, but I'm also a little meh. We'll see what happens here. Should be interesting. You think you got all the words? It doesn't matter if you didn't. The idea is to slap words on a page and see what happens, because every idea that comes out of this can grow into something else. And it's about keeping your mind sharp. It went interesting. You started late, that's fine. If you jump into the queue, you can still read us what you got. We're gonna have time for another round. I mean, I've got 2 hours. I didn't know how many participants I would have, so the link, Goddess, is pinned in the Panel 5 chat if you want to get into the Google Doc, and you can just type !slot and join the stage channel so you can read your work out loud. Yep, the queue is just staying open, and it's just rotating. All right, I'm going to read mine first. So, actually, I'm going to go back to the one where you can see what I did, because I wound up with a poem on this one. And honestly, these stream of consciousness poems are some of I really enjoy my stream of consciousness poems. I really should put together a collection and publish it, just because some of them are just become really cool. I have it on my computer. You'd be third, and all you do is type !slot in this chat, and it'll tell you where you are in the queue, and it'll add you right in. So, Rokodon, if you want to help Goddess with that, I'm going to read off my poem here. So, our words were... There you go. Our words were... So, we had to include... Goddess, the goal was we had to include these 8 words in what we wrote, somehow. Doesn't matter how, you just have to. We had nose, hunt, peanut, bandage, stars, voting, whiteboard, and plane. And I had a random generator that came up with those. I didn't even have those planned. Like, they came at me the same time everyone else got them. And here's what I came up with. Under the stars is a beautiful world. The aroma of it journeys into my nose. Take a deep breath. Feel everything it has to offer, whether it be the open plains or the smog of a city. Take it all in because it's ours. And that of everything we share it with. Continue the hunt for peace in this world, because when it comes to the votes we put up on the whiteboard, that's what we all invariably want. Happiness, love, hope. Everything else is peanuts. If you are hurt, apply the bandage, or have another do it for you. Anyone can do it. It takes no medical knowledge to pick someone up, to lift them out of their despair, even for a moment. That alone can aid in their hunt, their quest, to find themselves in this world beneath the stars. Look up at Mars, at the galaxy hanging in the sky, and wonder why we were given this world, the greatest gift in the universe, even though it is not permanent. We can still have the experience of this world beneath the stars. Look up, away from your phone, away from your tablet, your watch, and see the night sky or the bright sun on a clear day. Even the dreary clouds are beautiful. Enjoy your horizon. See what is here for all of us, and share that experience to those blind to the life they could be living on this world beneath the stars. Do not pity them. Help them. Kiss them warmly so they might experience the pure joy that can and should be theirs. The world is vast. Recognize that it is just as easy to feel lonely within it as it is to be overwhelmed by it, surrounded. Both can be a part of you or of the other. Guide one another, gain an understanding. Share your experiences as we all discover more about this world beneath the stars. That's what I came up with. I wanted to try and get one poem in there. Yep. Thanks, Rokodon. So cool. Thank you. Alright. We will... snap. Is that like one of these, or... Publish that. See, that's what I mean. I end up with these really cool stream of consciousness poems. No pun intended. And... they just end up that way. Okay. Goddess, if you want to read, you're gonna have to jump into the stage channel on panel 5. But right now, we're going to move over and have Maximilian once again present their work. So everybody should click the request to speak button, so I can just move them right into the audience, or right into the stage as they go. Everybody should do that. So it'll be Maximilian's turn, but everyone should hit the request to speak button on the stage. There we go. There we go, and I'll pop you up, and you can once again join the stage. There we go.
Hey.
And hello, we should be hearing you. Go ahead and say something so we know that we can hear you.
All right, guess I'll go. So, I ran through the woods, the hunt chasing me.
Did we lose you? Did we lose our reader?
The moon was gone,
Well, there we go.
leaving no stars glimmering over my head. The amount of air sucked through my nose caused it to burn, and my eyes began to water. I was terrified. People tell you that squirrels are cute and fluffy creatures, but an undead horde of them? Not so cute and fuzzy anymore. I tried throwing peanuts at them before they began the chase. It only made them more incensed and emboldened their thirst for my cheeseburger. I refused to give them my cheeseburger. It was the first I've seen in a long time, since the world decided that voting was ineffective and we should just blow each other up to kingdom come. I remember the newscasters creating this macabre diagram on their cheap whiteboards about how the bombs will be evenly distributed across the world to ensure maximum damage and extinction. Well, there was a reason why they were not scientists or military strategists. And judging by how they drew the planes, also why they weren't artists either. Seriously, who draws a plane like a stick figure with two Doritos jutting out the sides? In my distracted mind state, as it tends to happen nowadays when you have nothing else to distract yourself with, one of them creepy little undead squirrels snipped at my arm, causing my already soiled bandage to come undone. Fudge nuggets! This is my last bandage until the next haven. Why you gotta be such an inconsiderate jerk? It cheered at me with those blank, beady eyes. Then it tried to go for my cheeseburger again. And that's it.
Oh, that was awesome. I love the... It's so funny. That had me laughing so much. It was just great. And this is why it's great that you're participating in reading, is because I wouldn't have read it that way, because I don't know what's in your head. So you get to put your own inflections into it, which is why it makes it so much better that there's audience participation. Okay. Tazfa. Oh, I did the thing again. I forgot to... I want to keep putting a cover on it, so like this, so that we don't keep seeing that person until I put them on. So there we go. Alright, Taz, you're up. Go ahead and put yourself in. There we go. And I will uncover you. Let's see if we can avoid having background people, too. Alrighty. Go for it, whenever you're ready.
I scrunch my nose as I try to sniff out the peanut butter in my brother's room. It would help if it didn't stink of all the if it didn't stink of all the other things that most would rather leave unimaginable. Smelly feet was just the beginning. Old band-aids and a bloody bandage was left near the end stump of his bed. A fly spot with a number of dead bugs was to the left of that. Near the bag from McDonald's was a couple of chips from last week. He was supposed to take that out with the rubbish bags we gave him for all the other leftover food in here. At least half of it managed to get into that bag. I sniff again. I look up to see the glow-in-the-dark stars from a long-ago childhood, now a mess of mould. I don't even want to mention the snot wiped over the walls, but I will if it lets me get to the peanut butter jar. Past the mounds of clothes, clean as they are still in their new packages, dirty and really dirty. What's my sock doing? Never mind, it's not important right now. Past the piles of papers on his desk, the voting slip from last year's election. How did he get it out of the hall? Looks like it's been eaten by a rat, which would explain the rat smells and the rustling sounds. Better not have touched my peanut butter. I open the drawer. After a minute of pulling, it comes out. I'm sure my brother won't notice it's broken. A whiteboard marker? He doesn't even have a whiteboard. I sniff again. I'm getting closer. I see a pile of plates. Crumbs line the outside of his keyboard. The only thing that's clean is his computer screen, and even that's only relative. A box of old toys dumped behind the screen. Iron Man, a plane, a dinosaur, a dragon sticker set. Thief? Cutlery sticks out here and there. I could smell more foods and more mould. What was meant to be his waste bin is next. A board over the top of it with many a half a cup finished coffees. Ugh, that white over the top. And there it is, hiding between my Mother's Day mug. The end.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun. That was such a vivid thing. Like, that's great. Oh, that's fun. All right, Author Goddess, do you have anything for us? Yeah, it was really, really vivid. I'm just like walking through this dude's room, and I'm like, no, the cringe. That's what was great about it. And to answer your question, Goddess, that you had is no, it doesn't have to be a poem. I decided to write one. It's whatever you get out of it. I wrote a thing last time. Hello, Quigley. Oh. Hey. Continuing the CONduit Coffee Quills is here. Awesome. How was your panel? The Roaring Girl is followed. Yay. So many people. You're actually just in time for round 3 of the writing workshop. So welcome everybody. I'm Brian. I've been doing writing workshops here where I live for a while as usually a participant, but I thought I'd lead one here today. If you are interested in participating, here are your instructions. And Goddess, I don't know if you have anything ready to go or not, but you can do the next round, obviously. Hello, hello. Let me get to the instructions. They're also posted in the Panel 5 chat. But the quick rundown, it shows my poem. I know it does. I'm trying to fix it. I have so many open windows. And there we go. Instructions. You did a flash. Okay. Well, if you'd like to read it real quick, we will throw you up into the audience, or into the stage, and so you'll have to request to speak, or can I just drag you over? I'll invite you to speak. And then you can read us what you got out of the words we had. You'll have to join into the stage, Goddess. Well, okay, there you are. Let's go.
Okay, am I here?
You are here. Let me go to presenting. And just so that everyone understands what this was about,
All right.
everybody was given 8 random words, and they had to include all 8 somewhere in the piece they wrote within the 10-minute timer. And it came stream of consciousness, just randomly. That's what we're doing. Here's what Author Goddess came up with, and then anyone who wants to participate can write !slot, and then find their slot within the Google Doc. Well, actually, it's going to be a little bit different now, but that's fine. So, Goddess, while you read, I'm going to reset the queue and all that stuff. So, go ahead whenever you're ready.
Okay, I'm not sure I hit all 8 words because I came in at 4 minutes left, but here we go. All right. Her nose twitched as she caught the scent. The rich brown odor called to her across distances unimaginable. She drifted toward the smell, hunting for the rare treat. It reminded her of her childhood, with soft bread and occasionally berries crushed into a thick sauce to balance the semi-sweet and salty taste of the PB. The nostalgia was a bandage to her loneliness. She soared through the stars, seeking the blue marble against black-painted whiteboard of the universe. The plane of her movement shifted as she voted on the type of jam to pair. The world did not see her coming to consume the planet entire just for a taste of peanut butter.
Nice. Fun. I like the flow that had. And it's always fun to see what everyone gets out of it. That's the cool part. Mag's back in position 1. So, yeah, in the Discord chat, there are, and I have the instructions again, and I did it again, damn it. Alright. Here we go. Here's your instructions. If you wish to participate in this writing thingy, we probably have time for one more round. You will get 8 random words or... Yeah, 8 random words or phrase. And I think I want to go with 8 random words again because I want to do that. I think it's a fun challenge. So you'll get 8 random words, which I have a random generator right here. And you've got 10 minutes to write whatever you want. A poem, a little vignette, whatever it is you end up with. Please type !slot if you wish to read it aloud, and you'll be invited to speak in the stage channel, so you should, for panel 5, so you should join that. And the Google Doc is pinned in the Discord for panel 5's chat. So you can find that, join the Google Doc, type in your slot, and when the 10 minutes are up, we go round robin. We just go around and, not round robin, we go round table, and we all read whatever it is we came up with. So, with that in mind, if everyone wants to take some time, Maximilian, welcome to the fleet, thank you. Oh, I should say, I stream every weekend at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, on Saturday and Sunday, and I do something like this, but what I've been doing is reading it aloud for other people. But now that I know about this feature, the stage feature, I might make this a regular thing. So, I'm going to generate our 8 random words. And I don't even know what these are yet. So, let me go back to this. I will erase this, I like this, though. I'm going to duplicate it, and then get rid of this. Yeah, I did. I copied it. I absolutely saved it. Alright, so these were the ones from last time. Let me eliminate these. So, our words this time are smile, alphabet, pie, Italy, turf, joke, cave, and file. You have to include those 8 words in whatever it is you're about to write in the 10-minute timer allowed. If you haven't joined the queue yet, please do so with !slot in this chat. And if you want to read aloud, because there's plenty of slots. I have 20 available. And I would love to hear from more people. It'd be great. And this is just a way to practice and grease your wheels and that kind of thing. So it will take... we got a couple of minutes until 12:10 UTC. So I'll give you guys about 2 minutes to sign up and find your place if you wish. Because I do want to keep track of who's reading when and that kind of thing. We've had Maximilian and Taz read for us twice, which is great. They seem to have had a lot of fun with this format. Thank you everybody who's joined all the followings, and all of that stuff. I normally fold paper airplanes for people and have their name on them, but we're doing the panel right now. Hopefully, Coffee, you had a great panel. I don't think there's anything else going on this slot right now, is there? Current panels, actually, what I'll do is this. Pop those up. Good, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Do this for yourself sometime. Just sit yourself down for half an hour, set a 10-minute timer, and do this a couple of times. Yeah, absolutely. You should do it more often. Get some friends together on Discord. Do whatever. Do it for each other. I've gotten whole ideas for short stories out of this. It's where I got the thing for when I was doing 31 stories in 31 days. I got a lot of that. So, yeah, absolutely make yourself some plans. Also, Mez hosts an open mic night on the Twitch Writers Network. It's not quite like this. You just kind of bring whatever work you want. But it's every other Saturday, right, Mez? Something like that. All right, it is 12:10. So if anyone else wants to join midway in or jump into the slots after, that's fine. But we're gonna go through and do it again. Let's get some music going. And at that point, I'll start the timer. And let's see what you come up with in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Time is up. Finish up your thoughts. We'll pause here. Thank you, Luftcan. Luftcan, I've seen you around on the writers groups before. Thank you for following. Anybody who wants to read what they wrote should jump into the Channel 5 stage, or the Panel Room 5 stage, and put their name up in the queue with exclamation point slot if you wrote something or want to share. If not, that's fine. So here's what I got out of those words. Oh, that's not it. That's the Google Doc. I need this. I swear I'm organized. For a reminder, the words we had to use in our 10-minute piece were smile, alphabet, pie, Italy, turf, joke, cave, and file. I may have bits. I may have missed I may have missed joke. But we'll find out. Okay. The lady at the counter shouted behind her in Italian. Her little bakery was spotless in the front, and an absolute sea of flour, dough, and baking equipment behind her. I was never good at reading Italian, so it sometimes came to me as a surprise that I'd chosen to travel to Italy. I mean, normally when one goes to Venice, which I spelled incorrectly, one would hope to at least know what they're doing. The lady turned back to me and said, "So, this pie?" in a thick accent. I'm not even going to try and do that. I nodded and gestured at it, then said yes, feeling like an ass. I didn't need to use pantomime. Italian uses the same alphabet, for crying out loud. Even though I was on her turf, that doesn't mean I should be that disrespectful. I didn't come out of a cave. I just wanted some pie. She got the pie out of the display and cut a piece. I could see the cherry filling ooze out of the sides. Proper cherry filling, made with real cherries. I smiled in anticipation and got out my wallet. Filed inside it were Italian notes that I'd had exchanged at the local bank yesterday. I blinked. There were supposed to be notes in there. Frowning, I checked my pockets. Oh, shit. It wasn't a joke someone had pulled on me. I'd been pickpocketed. Like a typical tourist, I'd fallen prey to a common pickpocket. The woman saw me digging through my pockets and wallet, and I could see a look of understanding spread across her face. I looked up at her, and an apology passed from myself to her with no need to understand one another. "Never mind," I said. Then again, like a typical tourist, I added, "Grazie." I turned away from the counter. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw her putting the slice back into the pan and under the display. I walked out of the bakery, wondering what I was going to do, and sat down at a table outside it. A few minutes later, a woman about my age with blonde hair set a plate in front of me. Cherry pie. I looked up into the face framed by the hair. "Here," she said. That's how I met my wife. Thanks, Rokudan. That build up. Thank you, Roaring Girl. That build up was beautiful. Yeah. I've pulled that trick before though, where I've and that was how I met my wife. I've done that story before in a different format, or in a different grouping of words. But it's a fun one to do, especially when it grew organically. Like I didn't know it was going to go there until about halfway through. Right when I got to the point of pickpocketing, I'm like, oh, it's going to be that. Cool story, bro. Okay, next on our list is Maximilian. So if both of you need, let's see, can I just move you straight up? I'll invite you both to speak, but Maximilian should join the stage. And we will see what they came up with. Whenever you're ready, join up on the, I've got you set up. There we go. And transfer over. Maximilian, the stage is yours. Take it away.
Okay. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Okay. All right, let's do this. Italy wasn't my first choice to study abroad. Spain, Japan, or even Kenya would have been better choices. One, I could find traces of my family lineage in any of those places without missing out on classes. Two, their history seemed much more interesting to me than Italy's. And finally, it was because I was really familiar with the languages. However, at the end of the day, Italy was the most unpopular location for study abroad at my university, and the only location that had slots if you wanted to take advantage of the scholarships. So off to Italy I went, with no knowledge of the language, not even its alphabet sounds. This is gonna be fun, I internally screamed on the plane over as I smiled at the flight attendant. It was a new place and a turf that I wasn't familiar with. But I did not expect one thing that would make things more interesting. Kind of hard to find a right word for that when you meet the Italian mafia. We were allowed to have a volunteer job while taking classes to get some real world experience. I chose to volunteer at a bakery as a pie maker, specifically making pies as my German grandmother would make. A bit about you made you a target in this country?
I'm so sorry.
And
I
the
have to
guy
interrupt
who
you.
was holding me at gunpoint was live streaming my capture to the mafioso that frequents the bakery I volunteered at during the study abroad. Fantastic luck, am I right?
I'm sorry. I have to cut
And
you
that's
off
it.
because I accidentally closed the Discord that you're on, and you're gonna have to go back to when you met the mafia. I'm so sorry. No, you can go ahead, unmute yourself and go again, and go back to where Discord couldn't handle my pass. Yeah, I'm sorry. That was me accidentally
Okay.
screwing
Can
up.
everyone hear me?
Yes, sorry.
All right, let's try this again. Okay. Italian Mafia, here we go. We were allowed to have a volunteer job while taking classes to get some real world experience. I chose to volunteer at a bakery as a pie maker, specifically making pies as my German grandmother would make them. And they were a hit. And the owner really wanted to refer me to their friend's bakery for work if being a journalist didn't cut out, which, I mean, fair. But it was because of my out of this world pies that caught a mafioso's attention. To be fair, I didn't know he was a mafioso until I happened to catch a glance at the file he was reading while eating my apple pie. He had tried to push it away from my eyes and joked about writers and their odd research topics, but I'm pretty sure he knew I didn't buy it. And thus why I'm in this cave, tied to a chair at gunpoint. Apparently, knowing just a bit about the mafia made you a target in this country, and the guy who was holding me at gunpoint was live streaming my capture to the mafioso that frequented the bakery I volunteered at during this study abroad. Fantastic luck, am I right?
Well, you've got a certain humor to your work that I really enjoy. So that took a turn. Oh, good fun. That's wild. All right. That was a fun one, and I did not expect it at all. You had me going. Taz, you're welcome to jump up on stage there, and we will hear from you next.
Okay. Hey, hello. He stared at her smile. It was not a nice smile. He didn't like that smile, but he wanted to know why. Why it was unpleasant. Why he didn't like it. Why he thought she would be a brilliant villainess in his current work in progress. Going through the piles of adjectives in his mind, he started with describing the smile. Sinister? Lonely? Squinted? Abrupt? Dangerous? Brilliant? Careful? Cunning? A minute more and she frowned. A quick dip of her lip lines, a shadow over her eyes as she leant her head down a little forward. Ah, right. He has been told his stare is strange, and he's never been to Italy before, so it's not like she would know him. Maybe he could tell her it was a joke? But he doesn't speak Italian. He looked down to his pie. Maybe she'll just walk away. They were out in the open at lunchtime after all. He didn't want a scene. Well, not with him involved. Watching a scene would be brilliant. Maybe some mafia would fight over their turf. Wait, people have guns now, he thought. No turf war, thanks. He doesn't look up as he continues to shovel down the rest of his pie as quickly as he can and scurry out of there. He thinks to her smile, but her frown pops up. He doesn't like frowns. He likes to escape frowns, especially into the cave in the forest behind his house. But he isn't at home. Almost choking the last bite as he tries to run away. Don't panic. Recite the alphabet. The English one. Yeah, he only knows English, so that's the one he always recites. Never mind the fall. Never mind the scrapes. Never mind the retying of the shoelace he just tripped over. Just recite the alphabet and get out of there. Run. Find another cave. Run.
Oh, is that it? Okay. I didn't know if we were done.
Yep.
Right.
Sorry, yes, done.
Okay. That was fun. It was very, like I said, it was very immediate. I'm like, oh, there's panic there. I can definitely feel that panic. Good times. These are fun. I'm having a lot of fun. We've got about half an hour left. So we can either do a speed round where it's 5 minutes, a 5-minute timer, and a phrase. Although, these don't take very long to read, so maybe we can do the full 10. But I don't want to rush. I don't want to rush us. I want to be ready to raid whoever I need to raid next. They kind of match up. I can see that. Maybe she runs into the cave where the other one's tied to a chair. Mine's the only one that doesn't match. Okay. So what do people want to do? Do we want to do a speed round with a 5-minute timer? Or go for the full 10 minutes again and see what we can get through? And does anyone else want to participate? Because that also determines, like, how big the queue is determines what we can do. Let's get some very soft music. We go full time, it might be rushed getting through them. Yeah, that's what I figure. Speed run. That's fine. Like that's part of the fun. Is like anyone who just wants to listen. Like it's great. All right. Oh wait, never mind. That's not what I was looking for. This is my procrastination. No, it's fine. I mean, this will help you. What the? That's weird. Okay. I'm trying to find a random phrase generator that I like. Finder. Unless someone has a suggestion for a phrase. Oh, no, wait. I've got some good. I've got a good one. Let's do this. We're going to do a phrase. We're not going to do 8 words again. We're going to do a phrase. The phrase is, and I was about to type it into the chat, and I don't need to do that. Because I put it over here. In this thing. I've got a good phrase. One that I like. Whoop. The phrase is... Boom, and... The phrase is... That box is too big to put in the trunk of the car. That's our phrase. 5-minute speed run. Bring up our music. Join the queue with exclamation point slot. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, speed run over. That was probably a lot harder than it should have been. But definitely a fun time. Okay. I got a little modern urban fantasy mixed into mine, which was a lot of fun. There you are at the slot. Alright. So I'll read first, as we've been doing, as soon as I open up the right window. There we go. So, here's what I got. Gerald and Tiffany both stared at the box in front of them. That box is too big to put in the trunk of the car, Gerald said, as though Tiffany hadn't come to the same conclusion a few minutes ago. She could make it fit, she knew, but not with him watching. Yeah, she agreed. She glanced around, looking for an excuse to get him out of the way. They'd been packing the car all morning, and she'd managed to get everything in so far, but this one would be difficult to do without help. She twisted her lip, then sat down on the curb. Gerald, she said, from sudden inspiration, I could use a glass of water. He blinked at the sudden change in conversation. Okay, he said, and headed for the house. Tiffany jumped up the moment the door closed behind him and approached the box. She cracked her knuckles, then held them out in front of her as though she were holding the box in her hands. She gave a push, both with her hands and with her mind, feeling the object beyond her physical senses. In front of her, the box shifted and groaned, then shrank in size. She willed the objects inside to also shrink, and in a few moments she had a box about a foot smaller on every dimension, small enough to fit in the trunk. She smiled to herself and waited for Gerald to come back with her water. Yeah, that's a cool. It's just little magic, like boop. It's fun. Yeah, it was tough. I've found that once there's this weird sweet spot wherein if it's 20 minutes, stream of consciousness is hard to keep up for 20 minutes, and it's really stressful to do it in 5 minutes. But 10 and 15 usually are the sweet spot if you want to do a workshop like this. That's what I've found anyway in my exploration of this kind of thing. Okay, so next we have Maximilian once again. Headphones off, mic off. And I need to remove the cover. There we go. Okay. Whenever you're ready, Mags, take it away.
All right. Just confirming that everyone can hear me. Okay, great. So, let's do this. The move was sudden. Carl didn't really have time to work out the kinks of all the moving logistics and the like. He was just told they need to relocate to Radios Prime 4 in the next 2 months or his job was forfeit. He stood in the driveway of his house, trying to fit his entire life in his small caravan. Sure, his family would be fine without him, but he had things he wanted to come with him. His daughter's first drawing, his son's first trophy, a copy of the family album, and of course, honey, that box is too big to put in the trunk of the car, let alone getting to the shipping depot. Julia, his wife, sighed with her hands on her hips. You have to leave some of those books behind. Carl grunted at the effort of closing the trunk with the big box jutting out the car. But how am I supposed to escape the boredom of being at a remote outpost? It's not like anything happens on Radios Prime 4. This would turn out to be a lie. And that's it.
Oh, that's a fun ending. That is such a fun ending. That would turn out to be a lie. It's so open-ended. That's great. I enjoy how much like you're talking about how much sentimentality everything he wants to bring with him was. Like, that's fun. That's great. And a fun ending. All right.
Hello.
Hello, Taz. Let's hear from you once again.
That box is too big to put in the trunk of the car. I'm sure we could fit it in somewhere there. My dad trails off as he reorganizes his prize Tetris scale suitcase game he has going. No, it literally won't fit. The measurements of the box are smaller than the car. But it's our family holiday, Mum whines. So put it on the roof, I yell. Do we really have to go through this same argument every single time? We just want to visit Uncle Donny with the rest of the family. This annual baggage ride of a dead-end feast was a chore to my generation. We don't want to hear about the wars of centuries ago. Couldn't care less about the farms. Not interested in the wolf family. Just let us drink the blood. I'm sure we fit it in the trunk last time, my dad mutters. I roll my eyes and get in the car. Grandpa's coffin was never going to fit. Let's just go.
I was wondering who was going to give us the serial killer trying to put something in the back of the car. I was wondering who was going to do it. Yes, Blaze Rukadon, that's why I wanted to do it this way instead of me reading what people put up there. I wanted to make sure that they were meant to be vampires. Right, I know, but I wanted to know who was going to go morbid with it. Yeah, it's always really fun to do it this way. I'm gonna put the cover back on, and then I'm actually gonna invite Taz and both Taz and Maximilian to come back onto the stage and tell us how they enjoyed this. Yeah, the spit take was great. So you two can both come back up here and just tell us how you enjoyed it.
It was really fun.
Mags, do you have anything to add? I guess I didn't get you up there. There we go.
Yeah. It's definitely different than what I would have expected to do, and I've come up with pretty interesting ideas that I probably wouldn't come up with by.
Oh, are you kidding me? I did it again.
Writing something.
There we go.
I get that.
I did it again. I'm trying to find. I was trying to find a personal message and ditched the stage again. But I think we're good now. I just needed to find who I'm reading. But yeah, this is always it's a format I enjoy because it brings really interesting ideas and it lets writers hear from each other, and definitely hearing the writer's voice is always way better than having someone else interpret it and bring it and present it this way. And I'm probably going to use this format for every one of my Sunday streams from now on because it was cool to do.
It was. It worked well, I think.
Wondering if I put
You should.
Yeah, if I put myself into the actual thing here, if I become a speaker, what's that going to do? There we go. Now I'm in here. Does that echo the sound real bad?
Yeah, no, you're good on here. I just have to mute your screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to mute the stream. Let's, I guess that it works better if I'm just not in here. Although I guess it makes no difference because I don't have music on in the stream, so yeah, let's do it this way. Now. Nope, terrible. Terrible. Alright. I didn't know what it would do. I was like, it's gonna double the sound, and I don't know how to fix it. But, yeah,
Technology, isn't it great?
What's that? Because it's the lag that's gonna make it rough, is if I'm doing this, but it's okay. I'll figure it out for another time. This was actually a trial run. I've never done anything like this on Discord or on a stream format. So, especially with the queue, I had no idea how to use the queue
I was just
feature.
saying, technology, isn't it great?
Oh, yeah. Well, I hadn't used the queue feature until last night, and it's great for this. Having that queue so I know who's next and being able to walk through everybody. I wish we'd had a few more people, but I was very, very happy to have... We got through 4 rounds this way. And you two got a lot of practice in, and it was a lot of fun to hear what you came up with.
Yeah, I'm glad we got to write a few different things.
Yeah, and like I said, it's always cool to see what people come up with, given the same criteria, right? Like that's the best part. Is you get a phrase and you're like, wow, the variety of stuff you end up with is really cool.
So cool.
Mags is typing again. That's fine. If anyone else wants to jump in here into the stage and has anything to add about how they liked it, what they enjoyed, whether or not you're going to use this format with your friends, that's always a good time. We've got 5 minutes to kill, unfortunately. So, and we got that's right. We got Author Goddess to read a thing too, which was real nice.
Yes.
Oh, it says pick a topic and start the conversation. I hadn't actually done that. Okay. Well, let's have a little bit of music as we go here. This is some background. Just a little background sound to keep things lively. I guess that's gonna be it for us. I just have to make sure that coffee is up. Because I don't know if they... screw that up. If they are yet. Does anyone know? It should be. We've been seamlessly moving through panels through this whole thing, and it's been great doing that. I see a Leaf Fan is live, but I don't see a coffee. Okay, not up yet. That's fine. Well, I actually don't think I need the stage thing anymore, so I'm just going to message a person. Thank you everyone for attending. Thank you to our readers especially. They had a great time and I'm glad that they did. Absolutely. You think Coffee's in another panel? But I've been told that that's who I'm rating. Because... No, absolutely. Steal the shit out of it. This main creative challenges. Speaking of creative challenges, I think that, yeah, that's what's coming up. Okay, cool. So, yeah, let me, Mez, keep an eye out. Let me know when she's up so that I can rate her effectively. Them effectively. God damn it. I'll get it right, I swear. I still have trouble with that. That's one reason I have this, is to remind me... Where is it? One reason I've got this is to remind me to use them more often correctly. No problem, Raven. Raven, I enjoyed your panel the other time. It was informative. History is inspiration. Do it, yeah. Roaring Girl, have a great rest of your panels. Have a great rest of the con. I try to default to them. Yeah, it's hard for me to... I'm still working on it. Alrighty. Well, Maximilian, I stream every Saturday and Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern. So you've only been on one. I know, but it was, yeah. This was cool, and I've done it before in real life with a bunch of people, but I've never been able to do it this way. And it was fun to do it this way, so I think now every Sunday this is going to be my format. But yeah, Saturday, Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern to noon Eastern, every weekend if I can, unless it's a LARP weekend, in which case I won't be doing it. But feel free to come back and try this again. I'll use the queue feature. I will do that all the time. Raven, thank you for following. I know I followed you the other day. Yeah, Raven, I'm glad I was there because I'm glad I asked the questions I did, because they were fun. And I've sort of asked them before to other people, but it was nice to hear it on a panel. And hear a bunch of other people, too. And I'm learning a lot from my trans friends and from other people that I know and I hang out with and that I really like, so... Oh, I did? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. It's your panel. I didn't mean to do that. But it's funny because it felt like the panel was almost for me and others who are not really attached to the queer community, because you already know all that stuff. For me, it's different. I'm totally unprepared and anxious. Okay, cool. So, if coffee's ready... I've been watching the bonus extra hour of Own Voices. Okay. Oh, well, Lady Wrights is here, but the funny thing is that I'm going elsewhere. So, oh, that's right. Okay, so I think, I'm taking over, with... Am I taking over the Chillin' Chat? Yes, I am. I'm taking over Chillin' Chat. So we're gonna do a raid, we're gonna head over to Coffee, and then I'm gonna restart as Chillin' Chat, which I will be running for quite a while. And I'll probably be working on a story that I've been commissioned to do on my Patreon. So, yes, I'm taking over Chillin' Chat. That's right. Want to scroll back down here. Yes, continuing the conduit. So copy over continuing the conduit as our little raid call thing. Yes. Okay, so that's what we will do. So we raid Coffee Quills, who is an excellent person and who got me involved in this community in the first place. She did a drive-by when I was a baby streamer doing this all alone. And they are wonderful. Yep, I'm trying to... The raid command's going really slow. Thank you, Purple Heart and Nathalia Books. Alright. Raid incoming. There we go. Thank you all for attending. I'm going to end this stream and then restart as the Chillin' Chat. So once you get there, and remember to strip out the referred to thing and just have /Coffee Quills and that's it. So for analytics and whatnot. It's really going to go this slowly. Let's get rid of some of the stuff that I'm using, because I don't need half of it. It says it's going. So this will be the chill and chat. We've got the rotating thing. Good luck with the chill and chat. It's not a matter of luck. Yep, it's a chill raid. There it goes. All right. Thank you, P2. That was great. That's a great thing. Oh, I've got to fix some of these visuals and open up Stream Raiders. Thank you all. Have a great rest of your panels and the rest of your day. I will be back at closing ceremonies, and I'll be here for chill and chat. Bye-bye.